Brought to you by Penguin.
The Flames, written by Sophie Haydock and read by Hattie Morahan. Bodies have their own light, which they consume to live. They burn. They are not lit from the outside. Egon Schiele, 1912. Is it the sea you hear in me, its dissatisfactions, or the voice of nothing that was your madness? Sylvia Plath, 1960. Prologue, 4th of May, 1968. The women crash together, a blur of twisted limbs and contorted faces. Aoife opens her eyes to the lilac sky. There's blood in her mouth, on her knuckles, and her corduroy dress is ripped. She curls in, wheezing, one hand on her stomach, then straightens her glasses, cursing the crack in one lens. She watches the wheel of her bicycle spinning its slow, ticking orbit. A form comes into focus, a few meters away. An old woman on the ground, her mouth ajar, misaligned teeth poking from behind flaccid lips. It all comes back. The last thing Ava had seen in the seconds before the collision was a pair of watery eyes, widened, hands raised to a mouth. The white-haired woman had appeared out of nowhere, dashing through a gap between parked cars, barging into her. Ava had been distracted as she'd cycled home along this residential backstreet in Vienna's leafy Hitzing district. She'd argued at lunchtime with the man she'd made a tentative life with. They'd met in a coffee shop near where she worked as an assistant at a store selling second-hand books in a tourist-crammed area of the Innere Stadt. But what should have been a moment for intimate revelation had become fraught with recrimination. Ava had run from the cafe, and her lover had let her go. She'd been rehashing the day's argument, reliving the things she'd said, thinking about the things she should have disclosed. The next thing she remembered was the blurred flash of a figure running into her path. She'd gripped the brakes, tried to swerve, but their momentum was unstoppable. "Oh, no! Are you hurt? Can you hear me?" Ava asks now, lowering herself to the woman's wounded frame. "I'm so sorry! I didn't see you until it was too late," she adds. The woman doesn't move. Her silence is numbing. Ava stares into the face of her victim, with its high cheekbones and sunken sockets. Blood oozes from the woman's forehead, vivid against pale hair. Her skin is cool to the touch, a sickly mauve, and a pungent smell like old soil radiates off her. Ava notices the ragged clothes and black-rimmed fingernails. A thin-soled shoe, lined with newspaper, has fallen off, and the toe of the bared foot is ugly, its bunion oversized and ruby. "I don't know what to do," Ava whispers, rubbing her dark hair from her eyes, willing herself to concentrate. She searches for a passerby, anyone who might help them. A light appears in the window of one of the grand apartment buildings overlooking the street, but nobody appears. She staggers over and presses the dozen brass buzzers. "Call for an ambulance, please," she says into the intercom, but hears only static. The skies are darkening and threaten rain. Ava returns to the woman and leans in, her heart pounding, listening for any signs of life. She shakes her, gentle but insistent. Silvery moths loosen from the seams of the woman's coat, startled by the light. The bag the woman had been carrying is ripped, its contents scattered across the road. Ava searches for a clue to the woman's identity. There's a bundle of letters, tied in a ribbon, the ink faded, but nothing else by way of identification. "Please, I beg of you, write to me. Any response will do." Ava deciphers the old-fashioned handwriting on almost translucent paper. "It's unbearable to have this rift between us. I need forgiveness. Eternally, your loving sister." "Edith?"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?